friends, welcome to a new video. Today I am going to be sharing products that are actually worth purchasing during the Sephora Spring Sale. The other day I asked you guys in a poll here on my community tab on YouTube, what type of video did you want to see? And I gave three options, and majority of you all had suggested that I would do a video like this where I round up everything and share the products that I feel are actually worth purchasing. So that is what I'm going to be doing in today's video. I have three categories here: skincare, makeup, and hair care. I will be sharing my Sephora haul at a later date, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, these are the products that I really do love. And of course, these are products that I would purchase over and over because they are that good. So all of the products that I'm sharing, including sale details, discount codes, related videos, and the makeup that I'm wearing in today's video will all be listed below for you in my description box. I would really appreciate it if you could kindly give this video a thumbs up, and if you could also subscribe and ring that notification bell. So let's start with the hair care category first. The one product that I will continue to purchase over and over, especially until I find something that outperforms this one, is the Way Detox Shampoo. So this is designed to remove product buildup, hard water deposits. If you have an oily scalp, let's say you're someone that uses a lot of hair care products, maybe you're in chlorinated pools a lot, this is essential to remove the buildup. This also helps to exfoliate the scalp as well. So this has hydrolyzed keratin to help smooth out the hair. It really does add that shine to the hair as well. It gets rid of frizz. It does have apple cider vinegar, which is helping with the exfoliation, but this also helps to detox and remove that product buildup. And it just does a really good job to deeply cleanse your scalp and your hair. And this is a product that doesn't strip my hair. It doesn't make my hair feel like straw. There are some clarifying shampoos that have made my hair feel like straw, and then when I get out of the shower and I blow dry my hair just looks really dry, and I'm not for that. So this is definitely a product that doesn't do that for me, and I have very fine hair. My scalp is quite oily, and this is a must. This really does a good job to cleanse the hair. And when you do use this, like let's say once a week or once every other week, you really do see a difference with your hair. Like I find in between hair washes, like I can go longer in between hair washes after I've detoxed my hair. Also, if you're blonde, or let's say, you're gray or you have white hair, you know how we can all develop that brassy look to the hair? Well, I find when I do detox my hair, it actually brightens up my blonde, and some of that brassiness kind of goes away. I mean, it's not like using a purple shampoo. I feel like you still need to do that, especially if you don't want unwanted yellow tones in your hair. But I just feel like this just gives that little brightness to the hair where it does help to remove some of that brassiness. And again, I just love this, and it smells really nice also. So you have heard me talk about the K18 Detox Shampoo a lot. I like this one better because I find it keeps my hair softer, shinier, and I like the smell of this one a lot better. The next hair care product is by Kerastase. This is the Blonde Absolute Hydrating Illuminating Shampoo. This is honestly great for all hair types and hair tones. This is marketed for those that have blonde hair or that have lighter hair, but honestly, I feel like anybody can use this because there's no pigment to this shampoo. Even though it comes in a purple packaging, this isn't a purple shampoo. It's not going to remove unwanted brassy tones. It's just a lovely everyday shampoo that actually helps to give shine. It really makes your hair soft and smooth. The hyaluronic acid in here can actually help to prevent breakage, and it helps to seal the cuticle, and there is antioxidants in here as well. So love this. The scent of this is phenomenal, and I like shampoos that have more of that clear texture because I find these types of shampoos don't necessarily weigh down my hair. Again, I have fine hair, so some shampoos that have that creaminess to it, sometimes they can be a little bit heavier, they're more concentrated, so they can weigh down my hair a lot faster. I like shampoos that are more clear because I don't find that they weigh down my hair as much. but at the same time, the creamy shampoos can be a little bit more moisturizing. So I do have some favorites that I do like to resort to from time to time, but more for every day, like for on a weekly basis, I much prefer something like this because again, it doesn't weigh down my hair. And this gives amazing shine and my hair is just always soft and smooth with this. Next is the Amika The Cure Intense Bond Repair Mask. So I use this a lot. I use this maybe once a week, sometimes twice a week, it just depends. It really helps to deeply condition your hair, helps to repair your hair, smooths out the cuticle, eliminates frizz. If you're dealing with breakage, your hair is on that drier side, this is phenomenal. It also smells incredible as well. There is vegan proteins in here as well as plant butters, so it's very rich and creamy and you don't need a lot of this. So I mean, if you have a lot of hair, your hair is super thick, maybe you have curly hair, you may want to be more generous than what I typically do. But just make sure that you saturate mids to ends, maybe your bangs even. Leave it on for about 5 minutes. You know, leave it on a little bit longer than that if you want to, just to give that extra deep condition. But this is something that I do like to be quite consistent with because it just helps to keep my hair nice and soft, shiny, and it helps to repair the hair as well. Because let's face it, I'm blonde, and when you go blonde, you know, you do experience sometimes dryness and breakage, and this really helps to keep my hair in check. The next product is by K18. This is the Leave-In Molecular Repair Hair Mask. I think a lot of us know what this is, and you have most likely tried this as well. It's been around for a while, and I feel like everybody and their mother has talked about this and has used it. This is a must-have. This is a product that actually works, that is worth the money. This is a product that will help to repair damaged hair. It helps to strengthen the bonds of your hair, and it also helps to add shine and keeping your hair looking as healthy as possible. This isn't necessarily something that you will want to use every hair wash, but you might want to use it once a week, maybe a few times per month. It's up to you. I will mention how I like to use this. So after I've just had my hair colored, I like to use the K18 hair mask consistently for the next 6 hair washes to really strengthen my hair, to repair the hair. Because sometimes when I go blonde, my hair can be a little dry, and sometimes I can experience breakage as well because I have fine hair. So this is something that I will use for the next 6 hair washes post-appointment. After that, I might only use this maybe 2 or 3 times per month. And then once I go back to my hair appointment again, I will continue with that 6 hair wash process. That is something that I like to do just to really keep my hair as strong and as healthy as possible. And I do see results, so that is what I will continue to do. I use 2 pumps because again, I have fine hair. I feel like that's all I need. And I do like to put this all over basically, but I do like to focus this more on the mids to ends, and then I do like to focus it in my bangs because my bangs can be a little dry and they are prone to breakage. So those are the areas that I like to apply it, but it is meant to be applied everywhere. And if you have thicker hair than I do, and you know, let's say it's curly, you might want to do 4 pumps. It just depends on how generous you want to be. But this is amazing. I do need to purchase another one, and I will be during the Sephora sale. I'm going to purchase the largest size because this 50 ml size doesn't really last me that long. So I will be purchasing the bigger size. And the last hair care product is by Pureology. This is the Color Fanatic 21 Essential Benefits Multitasking Leave-In Spray. So this truly does it all. It's a leave-in conditioner. It helps to protect your hair from heat styling tools. It will help to maintain your hair color, and the list goes on. So if I am not using the K18 mask, after I've got out of the shower and I've towel dried my hair, I spray this all over my hair, especially mids to ends and my bangs, and then I will comb out my hair. If I'm using the K18, then I will use the leave-in mask first, Then I will apply this after the mask on towel dried hair. And then of course, you know, I might wait 5 or 10 minutes and then I will blow dry my hair. But I use this every time I wash my hair. It does a really good job to add moisture, adds shine, keeps your hair soft and smooth. It helps to protect from environmental stressors as well as heat styling tools. Honestly, it's a fabulous product to have in your hair care routine. Anybody can use this, whether you have thick hair, curly hair, fine hair. It can be used by all. It smells really nice as well. And this is the 200 ml size. I actually have to purchase another one. It's about right here. But there is a 400 ml size, and I might possibly buy that one just because it will probably get me to the next Sephora sale in November or October, whenever that is. So I might get the 400 ml size because again, it is something that I use every time I wash my hair. And you can use this on dry hair as well, but I just use this on clean, damp hair. So let's move on to the makeup category. The one product that I feel you need to try is the new Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Gel Tint. Have you guys tried this yet? I did recently upload a get ready with me using new makeup. That was uploaded several weeks ago. I will leave that video below for you as well as up here. It was also a first impressions type of video using new makeup, and this was the one product that I used in that video. So if you want to see how it applies to my skin, go and check out that video. I have it on my skin today and I can't get enough. I love how moisturizing this is. It gives that nice glow and dewiness to the skin. It just looks like your skin, but better, but healthier. And it's not greasy, it's not super shiny on the skin, so if you're someone that doesn't like that, don't worry. It's not going to look like that. It just gives this nice healthy glow to your skin, and I just think it is beautiful. So it is that true light to medium coverage. You could possibly build this up to a full. I'm actually quite content with the medium coverage that this gives. If you use a foundation brush, this will give you more coverage. If you use a damp beauty blender or a sponge of some kind, it will give you more of that sheer coverage. So it just depends on what you're looking for. But this has a hyaluronic acid complex. So this contains 3 weights of hyaluronic acid to really hydrate and plump the skin. If you have dry skin, let me just say that this is going to be the foundation for you, or I should say gel tint for you. If you have oily skin, honestly, I feel like this will still work for you. You might want to possibly powder up in certain areas if that's something that you typically do, but it is so lightweight. It's not greasy or heavy, and I have combination skin, so my skin absolutely loves this. My skincare sits really nicely underneath this. This never interferes with any type of sunscreen that I have used prior to. It is a fabulous foundation that stays in place for the entire day. This also has niacinamide and blue agave. Now the blue agave ingredient actually helps to give that long-lasting wear time where everything that you put on top of this will grip to it, so you won't get that movement and separation. And I have to say, I've actually never experienced any type of separation or movement. Sometimes blushes and bronzers are generally the first thing that I see that kind of tapers off throughout the day, and then sometimes I have to reapply if I'm going somewhere. But I find that once I put this on and anything that I apply on top of it, everything just stays in place and I don't have to touch up anything. So this really is lovely. I have it in shade 4. I have shade 5, which I think will be better for the summer. It's too dark for right now, but shade 4 is perfect. And if you have my type of skin tone with that warm undertone, I think shade 4 will be perfect for you as well. The next makeup item that I feel is worth purchasing is any one of the Say liquid blushes. Now, even if you are a powdered blush type of gal, you have to try a liquid blush at some point. You just have to, because I've always been a powdered blush type of person, and once I had started using a cream or liquid blush, it's all I use. So these 3 are my absolute favorites. I know they look very similar on camera, but I swear to God, when you have them on your skin, they look different. So I have it in the shade Rosy, which is more of a flesh toned blush. This is actually my newest addition. This is in the shade Sweetie, so it's like a cool tone pink, but there's still a little bit of warmth in it. And this is in the shade Chili, which is the shade that I have been wearing the longest. And this is like a mauve type of shade. So you do get a little bit of that coolness, but there's still a hint of that warm, and it just gives that nice sunburnt look to the cheeks. So I really love these 3 shades. But also I have to include the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewy Flush. I also shared this in that Get Ready With Me video, and this is really lovely. I do feel like the longevity is there more with the Say blushes. Like I feel like this stays on the cheeks a little bit longer. They are a little bit more pigmented as well. You can build this up to more of that rosy cheek, but this is like that perfect natural flush. It's not too bold. You can sheer it out, and it just gives that nice little flush to the cheeks, and it's really beautiful, especially if you want something that is a little bit more subtle, but at the same time you can build it up. So if you're afraid of liquid blushes, then I would say try this one. It comes in 2 shades. This is the Watermelon Flush. There is a Berry Flush that's a little bit deeper, so depending on your preference will determine which one, but I really love this one, and I do have this on my cheeks today, just so you know. And I don't know if you can really tell, like I went pretty light with it today, but sometimes I do like to build it up, and it really is super beautiful, and it smells like watermelon as well. The next product is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. This is his creamy bronzer. I absolutely love this. This is honestly the best cream bronzer I have ever used because it's easy to apply. You can build it up, you can sheer it out, and it gives the most beautiful, healthy bronze to the skin. It just looks so natural. It gives this incredible, healthy look to your skin, and I can't explain it until you try it. It just looks like your skin, honestly. It doesn't look powdery, it doesn't look, you know, muddy, it doesn't look anything like that. It just melts and blends into your skin so nicely. So I do like to use more of a dense brush when I'm using this to apply to my cheeks, my hairline, and the bridge of my nose, but you can use this as a crease color on your eyes. You can bring this down your neck and your chest to add color. You can use this so many different ways, and it has that nice balmy texture to it as well. So I do believe there's 5 shades to pick from. I have it in the shade Light Medium, which is the perfect bronzing shade for my fair skin. And every time I take a break from this and I use something else and then I go back to this, I always say to myself, why did I stop using this? Because when I have this on my skin just looks so healthy. It's just beautiful. So if you are looking for a cream bronzer, you have to try this. This is so good. Next is the Lancome Lash Idole Flutter Extension. This is their newest mascara, and I love it. I did share this in that Get Ready With Me video, so if you want to see how this applies to the lashes, then have a look at that video. But I like this because it has a very thin and narrow brush head, and so when you are applying this, you can really get in the root and sweep it up to get that great length, that separation. It gives that feathery look to the lashes, and this is also a lovely brush to get those hard to reach lashes in the inner corner and the exterior of the eye. If you're someone that loves to apply mascara to the lower lash line, but sometimes you just feel like some brush heads are so thick and bulky and you get it on that lower lash line, this is exceptional for that lower lash line. It is so precise, and it's really hard to make an error with this. I just love how user-friendly it is, but the length and volume that you get from this is incredible. So I have always loved the original Lancome Lash Idole, but I like this one way better because it has that thinner brush head, and I can just coat every single lash and get that great length and volume every single time. This also doesn't crumble, it doesn't cause raccoon eyes, and it's also really easy to remove at the end of the day. And the last makeup item that I'm going to be mentioning is a lip product. This is the Ulla Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment in the shade Strawberry Sorbet. I have talked about this a handful of times on my channel already, and this is honestly one of my go-to tinted lip balms. I like to use this on its own, or I like to pair this up with a lip liner. And I love how nourishing this is. It never causes dryness. It repairs lips. It has peptides in there to treat lip lines and to help prevent aging. It really does it all, but I love that little pop of color that it gives. And you can honestly build this up. If you want more of that bold look, then pair it up with a lip liner. If you want more of that subtle pop of color, don't pair this with a lip liner. If you do pair it up with a lip liner and you still want that lighter coverage, then use a lip liner that is very light. I generally like to use pink lip liners, something that kind of goes with that product. So if you want more of that bold, then just use a lip liner that's very similar in tone to this. But I do have it on my lips today. I went very light with the lip liner today, so that's what it can look like with a lighter lip liner. But I absolutely love this, and it smells like strawberries as well. It smells really good, and I use this multiple times a day. Moving on to skincare, our favorite category. The first product that I feel is definitely worth purchasing are the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Universal Daily Peels. This is a box of 30 treatments, and this is the universal one. So this is in the middle from gentle and the extra strength. So this comes in 3 strengths. I personally love the universal because it's something that I can be more consistent with without having to worry about irritation. But it comes with 2 pads. So there's treatment 1 and treatment 2. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. I've talked about this a lot on my channel already in the past. But treatment 1 is the one that's going to do the exfoliation process. There's 5 different types of AHAs in here. And then in treatment 2, it's a neutralizer. It's going to bring back your skin's pH to where it should be. But then of course, there's other great ingredients in here to treat dark spots, discoloration, fine lines and wrinkles. There's retinol, there's antioxidants. There's a lot of great ingredients in here that can really help to improve the overall texture and appearance of our skin. And it does a good job to give that brightness and to help remove surface dryness. And I love these. They are so effective. And if you are consistent with these, I'm telling you, your skin is going to absolutely glow. If you're struggling with discoloration, like post-acne marks, dark spots, this can be a great product to use on a daily. These are daily peels. If you have sensitive skin, maybe go with the gentle and maybe use it every other day to start with. But I would say start slow with any one of the strengths and then build up from there just to see how your skin does. Because these can be a little sensitizing on the skin, but they are meant to be used daily. So if that is something that you want to do, make sure you wear your sunscreen during the day. Maybe do this at nighttime, but these are very effective and I think these are worth it, 100%. I have another Dr. Dennis Gross product here. Honestly, I am a huge fan of this brand. Like, their products work so well on my skin. This is the Derm Infusions Fill Plus Repair Serum. You have heard me talk about this many times in the past. This is actually a serum that I am currently using in my nighttime skincare routine. This is a product that truly targets all skin concerns. And like I've mentioned in the past, if you're someone that is looking to minimize your skincare routines and you just want to use maybe a couple of products in your routine, like a cleanser, a serum, a moisturizer, and let's say a sunscreen, because that should be used in your morning routine, then I would say pick up this serum because this is going to do it all. It's going to improve texture, tone, it's going to soften fine lines, it's a great preventative serum, it's also very moisturizing, and it helps to repair the skin as there are several ceramides in here. There is 4 types of peptides to help firm the skin. There are 4 types of hyaluronic acids to hydrate and plump the skin. There is superoxide dismutase, which is an antioxidant. You guys know that I love the NIOD superoxide dismutase saccharide mist. Well, that ingredient is in here alongside other wonderful ingredients to improve texture and tone. Now, the only thing with this is that there is fragrance and it's very mild, but it has a floral scent. So if you can't do fragrance, then you will want to pass on this, but it is absolutely game-changing and it's wonderful. It is pricey, but this is a great time to purchase this serum at a discounted price, and I'm telling you, be consistent, this works. Within the first couple of days of using this, I'm going to say this again like I do every time I talk about this product. Within a couple of days of using this, I noticed that the texture on my chin was completely diminished. So that is what kept me going with this serum. I saw results pretty much immediately, especially with removing texture. My skin is always so soft and smooth, and it really does help with discoloration as well, which I do struggle with a little bit on my cheeks, and it's wonderful. So if you're looking for a serum that truly does it all, then you have to try this. And if you do, please come back and let me know how you're enjoying it. I really want to hear your feedback. The next product is by Murad. This is the Retinol Resculpt Eye Treatment. I actually recently featured this product in my nighttime skincare routine. So I did upload my winter, spring, morning, and nighttime skincare routines. So if you haven't seen those videos yet, I'm gonna leave them below for you as well as up here. I featured this in my nighttime routine along with that Dr. Dennis Gross Dermafusions Fill Plus Repair Serum. Now, I love a good eye cream. I also really love a good eye serum. Are these necessary to have in skincare? No. I'm always looking to improve the texture, helping to soften some of the fine lines that I do have, and obviously to help prevent as much as possible. And I don't think that there is anything wrong with that. Now, this is a really nice eye cream because it has an encapsulated retinaldehyde. Now, retinaldehyde is in the middle between retinol and retinoic acid. Retinoic acid is also considered as prescription tretinoin. This is a great eye cream to soften crow's feet, to improve texture, crepiness, the tone of the skin around the eyes. It can help to brighten dark circles, and it just improves the overall skin. I have been using this now for pretty much a year. I bought this last spring during the Sephora sale, and I still have some to this day. Less is more. You don't need a lot of this product. Obviously, there was times where I took a little break from this to test other things, which is why I probably still have some left, but you don't need a lot. And this is very moisturizing. It has shea butter. It also contains gentian root extract, which actually helps with sagging skin of the eyelids and of course the skin underneath the brow bone. So if you are experiencing a little bit of loose skin sagginess, gentian root extract can help to improve that over time, along with the encapsulated retinaldehyde. And there's also another ingredient in here called oat firming film. So this ingredient will help to, of course, firm the skin around the eye area. There's a lot of other great ingredients in here to help nourish the skin, but it's super gentle. I've never experienced irritation with this. Of course, that doesn't mean that you won't experience irritation. We're all different. And remember, the skin around our eyes is so thin and delicate. So there's always that possibility, especially when there is a retinol or retinaldehyde in the formulation. So start with maybe a couple of nights per week, leaving days in between, and gradually increase from there just to see how the skin does around the eyes. But this is something that can be used daily. It is expensive, but it's really effective. It really keeps the skin nice and smooth and soft, and it really does help to soften fine lines as well. So I had to move the camera over to the side because I am currently in direct sunlight, but this is the last skincare product that I'm going to be mentioning that I truly believe is worth purchasing. And this is also by Murad. This is the Retinol Resculpt Body Treatment. This is very similar to the eye cream. Same idea. It has that encapsulated retinaldehyde. I wouldn't be using this though around the eyes because this contains other additional ingredients that would be a little sensitizing for that delicate skin. But this for the body is exceptional. I am a big fan of body creams, body lotions that have retinol in them because they can really help to improve texture, tone. Sometimes we can have that unevenness with our skin from sun exposure, and it's just a great thing to have in your everyday routine. A body cream that has that retinol. This has that retinaldehyde, so even stronger from what I used to use. And this is honestly one of the best that I've ever used. And I just started using this not long ago, and I am quite impressed with this. I've been using it a lot on my chest. Sometimes I did put this on my neck as well, and I have been using this on my arms and my legs. So not only is this going to help prevent fine lines, soften fine lines, and improve texture and tone, stimulating new collagen and elastin, but there's other additional ingredients in here that can help to improve cellulite, skin dimpling, and stretch marks. Now this also has shea butter in it, a lot of other great ingredients as well. It's very thick and rich, and it spreads really nicely. So a little bit does go a long way. There is a hint of a fragrance. I can't put my finger on what it smells like. It is so mild. Like when I smell it from the jar, I really don't smell it. But once I've applied it to my skin, I can smell it a little bit more, but it is so mild. So even if you are sensitive to fragrance, I don't feel like this would be an issue. But again, I can't say that because I guess if you're sensitive to fragrance, a little scent of any kind could be an issue. But just know that there is a little bit of a scent. But super rich and moisturizing. This is something that I do use at nighttime. If you're going to use this during the day, and now that the warmer weather is approaching and you're wearing, you know, cute little summery tops and shorts, make sure that you put sunscreen on top of this. You want to protect your skin of whatever is being exposed to the sun. So maybe use this at nighttime, and then in the morning just make sure that you continue with sunscreen. But this really is worth the money, especially if you want to take care of the skin on your body and you're looking for something that has that retinol. This retinaldehyde has topped everything that I have used in the past. This is honestly one of the best I have ever used. So those are all of the products that I feel are worth purchasing during the Sephora Spring Sale. I hope that you enjoyed this video, that you found it helpful. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to ask away. And of course, I will have all of these products linked below for you for your reference, including related videos. I will be back with a Sephora haul whenever I do receive everything, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, let me know what you guys are purchasing during the sale. Is there anything specific that you want to try? Let's get a conversation going. But until then, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.